at the Mall Marathon. Super excited. So right now we're just going to do a quick tour of the mall. I haven't been in yet. Gallery Cinemas is still there. The food court. I used to be this. Get in front of me though. I used to be this bad. Double Dragon, Miss Patty. This is the new one. They sell just Patty, huh? And then Sbarro, Caribbean Flame. Subway is still here, and Savory Bites. All right, who is this over here? This is a BYD. Wow, BYD is in here. Okay, and then that is Body Beautiful. Alive still in the mall. I gotta go. So Live is in here. Live look like they pop in. Myra's Scents and Gifts. Murex. Cellular. Electronics. His Fashions. Kiosk. Stuff. Who's this? Silver City? Yes. Quite a bit of. So they said that they have about a hundred stores in here. On the PNC, this used to be GNC, I remember. Athlete's Foot. GNC. Brass and Leather. This is where I got my. They've been here for years. Fashion, Athlete's Foot. These are new. These are kiosks. Dollar Plus. This used to be Barnable Bones. Classy but sassy. They got more store than merchandise. Yes, that's part of why they want us here. Oh, this is a bacon spot. Which way we should go, Tab? Left or right?
I mean, everybody know Kelly, so let's go left.
Let's go left. So you got the sports center. Sports center. Huh?
I think what we should take note of, the mall is incorporating more Bahamian brands, like, Sensi, Beats by Becca, like more smaller brands are able to find a place in the mall to start their brick and mortar journey, right?
That's a good point too.
Yeah.
Good call, yeah. Buy them. Shane's. Jumble still open?
Yeah.
You gotta go into there. Jumble is our client too. Makeup studio. Shane and John. Sneaker collection. This is Jumble. Oh, Tingham was in there. They ain't in there. No, they got a couple empty spots in here.
What was in there?
AID.
Yeah.
They got gold poster lockers, which is good. Clark's, Shoe Village, and that's the same store. The Shoe Village is different from Clark's.
I think it's this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could go in through.
No, I think.
No, I think you could walk in and access both stores.
Really?
Let's see.
Hello? Good.
I want y'all to know my last name is Clark, and I've never owned a pair of Clarks in my
Yes,
life.
I'll be there.
I have never owned Provoke My Caribbean card. I have never owned a pair of Clarks in my life.
Yeah, you can. It's different.
Oh.
Shoe Villages sell Clarks, but Clarks is its own stuff.
It's own brand.
Yeah.
I just never did it. I don't know if my mommy never buy me Clarks.
What? Never Clarks?
I tell her my last name is Clark, and I never owned a pair of Clarks in my
That's
life.
hilarious. So this used to be BPL.
Oh, BPL move.
And
Okay.
you know what? I go in there, they used to turn on my light all the time. I used to go there to bake.
I
and turn my light
remember.
back on. Broke.
See, this is a next. Like I said, small businesses are able to own their first brick and mortar like store with the mall, so they can really use that as an advantage.
Glasses. It would be interesting to know how many spaces they have
Bacon.
vacant. Now, what would be the process of getting in the mall? Is it hard to get in the mall, or you know?
And that could also be used as their internal content and everything as well for their website and pages. Like, what is the actual process,
So
etc.
does this mean that there's no store here, or that's it's modernistic? And I see, even like when we're talking about how we could promote it, right? When we come, like, one of the things is that just listen to stores is have somebody do a mall tour.
Yeah. I was thinking that they need a virtual tour.
Yeah, just come through and hey, and you could do all of that. I always thought that was Canada.
That would be
Change
crazy.
your hair. Like, oh, this is why you always sick. Come here. You sick, you just be fighting around in the mall. What's this?
That's
Oh,
sushi.
this the bar thing that I think they say there's.
Yeah. I think they don't open until like 12 or
Yeah,
something.
no, but that's good that you have actual
Food,
like, just sit down,
restaurants.
yeah. Yeah, I haven't been. Oh, yeah, I was just gonna say, well, what that is down there? But that's just where we came from.
I'm about to say.
And you got Sandy's, Shane's and Sandy's. They got here. And ice cream is talking.
That's where you need to go.
I don't even. I can see. The sandwich people,
And let's see.
Pandora, and Crocs. She did say Crocs is getting ready to open.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Got BTC on this side of the mall. And then you got the shoe
Chicken
gallery,
Free.
Quality Business Center. Who's this?
Lauren was like, she wanted to do this for her birthday.
What, come to the mall?
The Stuffy Riders thing. Yeah, I have a few little kiosks. Oh, that's convenient.
She ready for the camera. You say it was convenient, what?
The flower thing.
Yeah. Get a bush and trolley past the camera. You got it? This is interesting.
Yeah.
Whether you use your credit card or cash. Cash only. See, that's the thing. They need to get vending machines where you can use your credit card now. Who walk
Yeah.
around $40 cash?
A lot of people,
I don't.
a lot of Bahamians, I should say, are still not
Yeah.
digitized. So that's why they work.
All right, I think think you got a good mix.
Yeah.
Because even with this, I think like as far as the mall itself, you got to be able to showcase. Okay, well, yeah, you got the mall, but
What's inside it and
not
the
only that, like,
variety.
but your kiosk. So you
Yeah.
got spaces. You want to get in the mall, you can get a kiosk. What does that cost, right? And then when you actually start talking to them, but yeah, I think filtering them through the CAD framework.
I know Taylor's gonna have a lot of
good.
fun.
What they got here? Hello. Banana. That's banana bread.
Yes.
And that's pound cake.
Yes.
That's curry chicken and white rice.
Yes.
You always carry on by. You got all that stuff.
And then we have turkey and cheese and salad, ham and cheese.
Y'all don't take cards, eh?
Doesn't have to be.
I think I got no cash. Oh, I can get it. Yeah, which one? The pound, what is it, pound cake?
Pound cake?
No, I'm asking, that's a
Yeah.
pound cake.
That's pound cake and the next one is banana.
Which one you want? Pound cake or banana bread? You don't need pound cake?
Well, I do, but I just don't like take all that much.
Anyway,
I want banana bread.
yeah, I was gonna say, I was gonna say, see, is ask these people.
Excuse me, I don't like cake that much.
You're gonna get banana
I
bread,
didn't take this
croissant.
banana bread. Why I got $3? That's a sign from the Lord.
Okay.
Pick which one you want.
A long one. This one.
Hey, on my phone.
Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Happy birthday,
Thank
by
you.
the way.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Sorry.
I seen on TV. YouTube, the real EQ. The real EQ on YouTube. I tell you that. Yeah.
You never know.
I do know.
You don't know.
I do know. Exactly. What? You're on YouTube. So this sweet stuff or
Yeah.
it's
This one, like,
nacho?
that's like snacks.
I said that before. They're supposed to.
You saw them?
Yeah.
They be on TikTok.
Yeah.
You lead this though. You lead this.
No, I
Nope.
see that stuff, but I don't really.
They got sweet popcorn, holy
Amazing
guacamole,
fun foods.
amazing food and fun. All right, that's fun food. Interesting.
Their fire engine, they have a fire
Yep.
engine hot dog, and you know that means like corned beef, right?
Yeah,
What?
fire engine hot dog.
That's crazy. I'm not paying enough for that.
What's happening? What they use this for? These
This was
places
where
be big.
Miniso used to be.
Right. This used to be Niagara too, though. These
That's
places
for my
don't be
time.
small, you know. There, would you put there?
What I would put here,
The store you put there. For the hookah lounge.
I think I would put like a spa or esthetician something there, because you're around like a bunch of food. Like you need something different to go there, but definitely
Yeah.
like spa or something.
$1 plus. I buy something out there before.
No, I know what I do. I put like a walk-in salon.
Walk-in salon.
Yeah,
like
just
a
come in, get your nails, like a all-in-one something.
barber.
Yeah,
Put one gym there. You need to put a gym somewhere in the morning.
all these fast food.
Huh? That's what I'm saying. If you, somebody can put a gym here,
Oh yeah, that's true.
but you need a big enough space.
You would need a big enough space.
All right. I was gonna say in his fashion, it's high fashion, not his fashion. Oh, look at the shape. I will never wear this.
You would never?
You would love
Huh?
it.
You think I look good in that?
Yeah, you don't
I
go for
think so.
patterns, so
No, I a simple fella. I like
I know.
solids.
I was like, I never see Ethan to know like real patterned.
I ain't that
Something.
adventurous. And then you got all these stores in the corner here. Shoematic. Now, of course, you got Kelly's.
Oh yeah, you could go there to get your shoes fixed. I supposed to check them out.
There's another shoe. I don't know if this is the same one from back in the day, but there was one on the side by the sushi restaurant. If I'm being 100% honest.
Yeah,
It's giving Walmart versus Target.
because it's so much of the same stuff.
No, because it's just the demographic of people. I
Oh,
wouldn't like this isn't. I would you say that this is a premium?
no.
Right. I don't think, but you know, I think you could turn it into something.
Yeah.
But it's like it kind of gives me the same vibe that like the people who shopping at Venetian. Do you think they will shop here? At
No.
Beaufort, they will shop here.
No.
Is that the people you trying to get, or you trying to get to every person, man? Kids corner. Lot of that thing giving me a headache.
It's
So
for
bright.
kids.
Yeah, I
That's the
know.
whole point.
But I think them. Thank you. All
Thank
right,
you.
I think it's something.
Oh wow, it's raining.
It was raining, but
Yeah.
it was raining. All right,
Where you going?
oh shit, we
I
gotta
was
go
about to
back.
say like you have to get your stuff. I thought he's
I
just
was-
going like
I was getting into my
no.
car.
I thought he was going across by like modernistics
No.
and yeah.
We got modernistics.
Remember the mall is also the stuff across like outside there and stuff. So they have like modernistics, Dairy Queen. They have a
Oh, yeah.
pharmacy, all them
Oh yeah,
spaces
they
out there.
do, but that's all the way on the other side.
Yeah. All right. We've reached the end of the tour, and I feel like the mall has plenty potential. Again, there's so much nostalgia, so much memories here. They kind of went down due to the introduction of fusion and everything, and losing one of their biggest driving points or selling points. But there's open opportunity. I feel like if we position it in a way to say that the mall is for Bahamian people, small businesses come, um, everyone is welcome. There's so much to see, and just reintroduce it to make it more exciting. Because again, as someone in the media space, we hold all of the power. So I'm not gonna give up on them all. They're very open to doing some stuff, and they really need a win. So I love this project already, and I know that Taylor's gonna have a lot of fun with it. Ken, the production team, they're gonna be excited, and it'll work for us because there's so much spaces and stuff in here to do. So on a monthly basis, I think there won't be any fatigue. So yeah, check you later. Hey guys, it's Tab, and we just left the mall. I went to Cochrane to pick up some stuff for the open house that's happening tomorrow. It was quite rainy, so it was a quick little in and out, but luckily the rain held up enough for us to get inside Coleman Resort. So we're meeting with the marketing team. I think they want to do a few campaigns. I'm not sure yet, so we're just in the lobby area waiting for EQ to arrive. And then we can have another successful meeting. You know, we have been in a period where we're trying to push CAD and everything, and it's a lot of on the floor sales rather than just Google Meets every day. So we've been trying to get out of the office, explore, learn more about the brands and everything that we have come in contact with. We have worked with Goldman before, but project by project. So hopefully they will solidify us as a long-term partner, about like a 2 to 3 year contract or even more. And yeah, they're friends, and I think it's gonna go really well.
All right, so now this is the owner side. This is gonna be Vanya, you the waiting with us.
That was you know it's like it's Google and stuff.
No.
You're about to it.
So owner's lounge. No, this is the other side. Well, we go on to the construction side now. And the sun is shining. Boss lady, everything good? Good. You know, all right. Well, please introduce yourself. Well, yeah, no, but he didn't.
No, we met before. Your hair was different the last time
Yeah, I get it. That's fine.
I cannot recognize you. So took your hair to this time.
Um, we should be coming for that key for Henrik's car probably this weekend. Cause
Weekend?
or you don't be on the weekend. But I can probably try to see if I can get it tomorrow so we could get access. Cause the person may want to drive it on the weekend. All right, I'll let you know. Hello. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was Regia or Regina. I was supposed to sell a house. Slim, what do you say? Look at you, I barely recognize you. Drop that way quick. Look good.
2 years.
Yeah, quick enough. So we do, so I got my vlog there and then you got, damn, so thanks. Well, yeah, everybody around here too.
We just moved into our new space,
Yeah,
so it's kind of like a makeshift office right now. It's an office, but I mean,
right.
in a way, it's set up how it is.
Yeah, well, you know, and he said the model unit should be done next week or the first.
But it's pretty much done.
Yeah,
It's just 1 or 2 little finishes.
all right. Thank you. Hello, say hi to my vlog.
Start on that side.
Where we going?
3, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, I don't know where we're going. I follow now.
I'll come back by the end of the day. I'll come down at like 3:30. Is that good? And then I'll take you and Jack to the yard.
Okay, no problem.
That work?
Alright.
Okay, thanks guys.
Thank you.
Okay, Alonzo? Yeah.
All right, I know where we going. Yeah, be careful. One trip and one. I feel like deja vu.
Oh, you was here when this always phase 1.
Yeah.
You did the same walking.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, you was here when the phase 1.
Boy, I tell you, boy, I can't wait to be like these fellas. Leg up, view. Teresa, what do you say?
At least I work yet.
Yeah, that's just BTS though. I mean, we ain't got to record the session. This for my vlog. You know, everything is content, Randy. What you say, bro? Everything good?
Hi, fam. How are you? I know.
You say, man, everything good? Yeah, no, I came and I had a client who was looking at 1001.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah. Shakia, thank you so much.
All right.
All right. So I can send that stuff to you all.
Okay.
All right. We are back. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, that's why you got to be decent to people, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, look at all that going. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how that looks compared to now.
Yeah, but it's crazy. But I say it's deja vu is because
You going through that same process the
with
last
this
time.
one, yeah. So just say, hey, if you see anything you like, let me know.
Over a year now. Just about.
Everything said, brother.
Oh, it's good seeing you, man. How you been?
Likewise, right there, buddy.
Family doing well?
Everybody's doing well. How about you?
No complaints. Why we complain? Go off and join. Hello. Hey, how are you? Fine, that's it for the Chamber of Commerce event. It's upstairs? Okay, thank you.
Sure. We launched our new corporate communication system, CAD. I think especially because like how simplified group of companies and we have so many different stuff. I think it'll be useful, but I was wondering because I know Diane is doing a lot of your communications.
She do, yeah.
But like, is that like does she do strategy overall, or she does like project count like based on specific stuff she rolls out?
Basically, what we ask.
Right. The main thing is like what we would actually do is we would come through with a overall communication. So CAD is core positioning, authority and trust and demonstrating, right? And so we'd actually come up with a 18 to 24 month strategy.
I think you present that to us.
But right, in the first form. But after you laughed me back to the drawing board.
I was very pleased. When I say pleased, I'm like, if you think we got this budget, I mean like that means we really don't look at job.
So what we actually did was, that's still an offer, right? 3 to 5, but we refined it a bit more. We have different tiers now. So realistically, like a foundation tier, you're running to about $10,000 a month. But we could, what I want to do though is run you all through, because we developed an actual like strategic analysis framework. So once we know, okay, well, because every time I see y'all another company pumping up, y'all acquiring something else. But the last one was the rental, right? Or y'all did something since then. Right. So the idea is
keep watch your phone in
Yeah.
a couple of weeks. That's what I'm saying. So because we're like just we're in the building stage. We're not at the promotion stage.
You see,
We're just
this is
building.
it. So y'all are literally revolutionizing how business is done straight across multiple industries. So y'all within yourself is a modern day case study on how to operate businesses, right? But then we literally would follow the group, and then we could disperse and distribute the content over the entire group depending on who needs the attention at any particular time. So like how y'all getting ready, like, so I putting it together, but like I said, the last thing I know was the rental. But
We just opened up our Prince Charles location this week.
Okay, so like, but I can put it together with the new tiers, but it will be something that we could actually spread over the whole group, and then it'll just be okay. Well, this month, you know what? We're gonna focus on tech, or this month we're gonna focus on that. Because like even like something like this, we would be here capturing all of this, because now this is y'all actually in the community, in the market, asserting your leadership, right? So, but I mean, it's exciting stuff. We doing it, man. But I really want to get y'all on. So
I tell you, we just so deep into building, like building, and sometimes even with bandwidth. But we can get there.
Right. All you gotta do is pass, put me in the game. So that's the beautiful thing about what we do, right? It ain't even so much about taking you away from it. We literally just documenting this now. And so since we know, like, you go and speak it, we got somebody on it. So you ain't not gotta stop and say, hey, you in the lab, be capturing that stuff too. So when you come out, you got all that, because that's
really, I told you, did we told you that's
yeah. But
really
I got all them on the hit list.
They
just
I'm telling
refinement.
you, and then they are actually exactly what you're talking about.
Let me tell you, we just locked in. Well, we're in the final stages, locking in a company now. They doing that'll be honestly like my first 7-figure contract, because they doing about 82. We're doing about 82,000 a month. Wow. But they got so, and that's why I say I got to come back here, because they got like 14 different operations, right? And plus they got the corporate entity. So like I just send them the funds that we're going back and forth now for a couple of weeks. I think we can lock them in.
That would be a good one if you could.
Yeah, because initially we came in at 135 a month. It's like, let's check, see some stuff. We want to try to keep it low, but they scared too because they ain't never spend this much money on stuff outside of their core business, right? But I tell
Outside
them,
the core business.
right.
It's a lot, right? You talking about like them Amazon, them type money. They got different money, but
Yeah.
in the States where they got scale, right? In the Caribbean markets, while a lot of companies do well, it's just the markets, right?
Right.
Scale is in there, even for the spend.
Because like I say, like right now I got 10 people in the econ in my office. No, 8. So
Send them out.
so, but no, like so even if there's something that we can look at, that
We can do, man. Listen. I got you on my hit list
Well, I
for 2 or 3 weeks. I'm like, when we ready, we move. And we gotta move fast.
And that's why I say one thing I know, but that's why I want. But in the background, like I said, I just been refining. But I think the cap for the corporate group, for the group of companies, I think would be good. And then
But when I call
when you
ready.
call me, I can be ready to represent that, and then we get.
Use them, but
Yeah.
when I call you specific to say, hey, you doing boom, boom, boom. I can need boom, boom, boom.
Well, you know, I can always come up and show up.
That's
So.
you know what I mean? But I know you can always be ready. So that's why. And then, but I know exactly when I can call you, what I can call you for.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna know where I'm at, but I appreciate you, bro.
No problem.
You is good people. So. Right.
And I do the financial side of the electrical business.
Okay. All right. Dope. Staying busy.
Yeah,
Is it still
you
busy?
gotta stay busy.
Yeah.
Keep up.
Yeah. Create your own opportunities, right? So, but how obviously I see how the electrical and the construction ties in, but are there opportunities?
We do concierge as well, so we do like private homes and healthcare stuff outside
Yeah.
of the clinic.
Like, is that like a telemedicine type scenario, or?
A bit. We do a bit of that for some of the pharmacies, and then we do direct home visits.
So I got a bus with all this gear, or like
We have
how?
a bus.
I mean-
it doesn't take as much as you think.
Yeah. Okay.
But we make their lives. It's
A lot
like
of- yeah.
hospitality and healthcare combined.
Which I think all businesses need to evolve to that point. It's like, how do you make it the most convenient for the end user, right? For the client. So no, I get it.
So the culture here though is the inconvenience.
Right. Yeah.
So we're kind of like anti-pieces of that.
All right. Dope. And so, what's the extent of your, I guess, like service offerings with the medical stuff, with the healthcare? Like, what's the extent of your offering? Like, I mean, as far as what all can you do versus?
Oh, okay, yeah. So anything healthcare related, as long as we can do it outside of the hospital.
All right. So, like, if I sprain my leg, we can call you.
So we can come and take a look at it and decide if we need an X-ray or
Okay.
if we need an X-ray, then we have an X-ray. But that's one of the things
Right.
we're actually looking at is the portable X-rays. So add services as they're needed, right? So we get a lot of calls where we have to refer to another associate of ours.
Okay.
Then we just add that service.
Okay.
Then we have like associates who do certain things like I'm not an ultrasound tech or radiologist, so I'll have like a radiologist and or someone who is always going to do that for me.
Right.
And then we would just do everything there.
Okay. Yeah. So you have like a network of complementary service providers. So, I mean, it makes sense. That way everybody eat, right?
Yeah, we don't have to do everything, but we can provide everything.
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Which makes it easier for the clients, right?
Yeah.
Instead of having to figure out what to do this or do that, they just call me. They have a doctor coordinating their care. They get any service that they need to get. And then they have my team making sure it all happens.
Yeah. No, I like it.
The topic will be on beyond traditional lending, alternative financing solutions coupled with AI innovation. Are y'all like, Joshua?
Yeah.
Don't give him prizes too?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So give it up for yourselves. Now, awesome. So without further ado, I'm going
to ensure that the voice of the private sector is not just heard, but respected. Supporting the Chamber is about more than attending an event. When you support us, you are fueling the initiatives that drive the
Thank you.
I would like to thank the members of the Chamber of Commerce for giving us this opportunity to present tonight. And I would like to give my regrets to Ian Rutherford. He's under the weather tonight, so I'm stepping in to present on funding and tech and AI and robotics. So I guess we want to talk about why accessing capital is holding a lot of businesses back. When we look at the banking system, and the banks play a critical role in the whole financial ecosystem. But with the banks, and I spent many years at the banks, our approvals can be a bit slow, right? A lot of business owners, you need speed, you need certainty. We talk about the delayed growth, you miss opportunities. Cash flow pressure increases. You have to turn away a lot of good business, and you have to put plans on hold. Okay. I don't know. Can everyone hear my voice without the mic? I can't multitask. Right? I'm just holding my. Okay. So when it comes down to alternative financing, there's never a one size fit all. Again, like the banks, they play a critical role in the ecosystem, and alternative finances like simplified lending, we play a role in the ecosystem. Every business is different. The cash flow cycle, when you look at, let's say, a fisherman, they have to catch fish, then they have to come and sell the fish. So when they are catching fish, they don't need a monthly payment to pay because they're trying to get their catch. I see my good friend Cheryl here. She's so lovely. So I want to talk here about how alternative financing can improve access to capital. Okay, speed, right? If you come across a good deal, you need to move on it. You need some funding in place. You need speed. Again, I spoke a little bit about the flexibility in the structures, right? In the early days, like my credit was trash, right? All of my years working at the bank, always paid everything on time. But when you have staff to pay, you have BPL to pay, and everyone else to pay, your bills get naturally backed up, right? And so you need a funder that understands that type of cycle, right? And at Simplified Lending, we while we look at your credit score, we don't, it's really about the deal, right, and the structure. You need solutions that are designed around the timing and the growth opportunities. So I promise you we can get into some of these structures. Okay, it's 1, 2, 3. Okay, how many of you think you want to take a guess at what factoring is? The ones who don't know about it. No?
I'm thinking multiplication.
Multiplication. You just like me. When I first had the concept, like, there you go. You win one drink on me. Okay. So factoring is receivable financing. A lot of businesses, you have cash, but your client has that cash that you're waiting on. But when we talk about speed, factoring allows you to unlock that capital. At Simplified Lending, we will actually buy that receivable from you. So we will give you the money, and then we will wait for your client to pay, right? So it allows you to unlock your balance sheet, the cash flow that's sitting on your balance sheet. So that is factoring in a nutshell. Receivables financing, similar to factoring. With receivable financing, The work has not been done as yet. With factoring, you already did the work, delivered? Right. Correct. Okay, we'll get into this a bit more. Okay, and then also you have, at Simplified, we offer short-term business loans as well. We call bridge financing. Those solutions are in place as well. And for some of the larger facilities that you're looking for, so if you're looking like 5, 10, 15, 20 million, we've done deals 30 million, we've done deals 35 million. So we would do the brokering with those, where we would pass them on to some of our partners, usually the regional financial institutions or some of the international financial institutions. Okay. So those are some of the, okay, so just digging down a bit into the asset-based loan. The asset-based allow a lot of flexibility. We can provide interest-only options where you just pay the interest, and that interest can be for 6 months, 12 months. It can be for the life of the loan, and then you just pay a bullet at the end at maturity. Structured repayments. So if you want just like a traditional blended payment every month, you can get your structured repayment. What a lot of clients like is the interest reserve. So we've had different situations, but like one client, he's actually a developer, and we were able to lend him the money that he needs to build homes, but we were also able to pretty much lend him the money for the interest reserve. So we placed the interest reserve on an account with us, and we paid his interest monthly, and then when he sells the home, he will make. So he don't have to worry about every month or every quarter trying to come up with principal and interest when he's trying to build a home, find clients, and sell the homes, right? So that's a feature where, so in essence, he got the money, let's say January 1st. He paid nothing until December 31st. Okay? So that interest reserve seems to be very popular with a lot of our clients. Again, this is where we talk about, sorry? So let's say a client wants to borrow $100 and the interest is $10 on that $100. So we will lend him the $110, and every month we will take, out of that $10, we'll pay the, yeah. I don't know if that's clear.
So that money is coming from somewhere else?
No, it's coming from really the client. The client borrowed the interest, and we just take it every month. We have it sit on an account.
Until the product is sold.
Right, and then right, and if he sells the product before and he have interest left over, he just keep that interest.
So I borrow $100 from you.
Right, you need
But my interest would make it 110. So I would literally borrow
110.
So you got to try to figure out how to, so essentially they lend you the money and they lend you the interest.
And you lend the interest. So pretty much no payment.
No interest then on the additional amount.
Then you can pay debt. In traditional lending, the minute you get that $100, next month you got to start paying. Right? Which is not the best, right? And sometimes it eats away at you and you're underfunded. Okay. And we talk about aligning the exit strategy. So and again, we looked at when you think you're going to exit, when it's an exit the loan, and we can design payments built around that. We've had clients where it's okay, in 6 months, I'm going to get payment from this contract. Okay, we say, okay, principal in 6 months. Okay, so that is where alternative financing complements traditional financing. And in a lot of cases, we spoke about the yeah.
You had mentioned that the person probably don't want to sell their home or property, but you would finance it. But it's the same rule of law. If they default, then you have access to ownership of that property.
Well, so we don't try to own people's property. So that's not the business we're in. We're straight core lenders. So we would sell the property to try to recover our debt, and then whatever left over we give back to the client. But that is an extreme case, right? Because that's a real estate we're holding, we would then restructure the deal or work around the client, because we know that deals don't happen perfectly. So we've never actually, in our whole existence, never sold any one property, right? So Again, that time may actually come, but it's not something we look to do. Okay, and then again, that's only real estate. But again, factoring, we've had a situation recently where a client, we did a factoring, there was a misunderstanding between the client and their client, got some shortfalls, and then what we did was we just the balance that the client owed after the factoring was paid, we just term it out into a loan and give it. We asked him, hey, what payment is comfortable with for you? He told us, and we just term it out a loan. Right. Alternative lender from our traditional banks, right? We look at the client, we look at what makes sense. We really just want to get our money back. Let's say we're a bridge lender. So if you come in for us for 10 year or 15 or 20 year, we're not, right? Because it's not right for us to charge you 10 to 14% interest rate for 10 or 20 years, right? We want to be out, ideally, we want to be out in 12 months, 24 months or 36 months, right? We are a bridge, and we try to bridge you to your exit or bridge you to a bank or bridge you to whatever goals you want. Right. Say it again? It can be anywhere from 10 to 14%, right? And again, we price so also to motivate you to exit. But that be a bridge lender, and that's the role. Well, you know what? If you had asked me what our rate was about 3 or 4 years ago, it may have been higher, right? Because again, this is an ecosystem that we're trying to build in the country because it's non-existent. When you go to Jamaica, you go to the US, there's a flourishing alternative lending sector for business clients. We have it in the consumer loans, but we don't have it in the business sector. So as our cost of funds come down, we actually pass those costs to the customer.
I have a question with regards to the factoring, right? If I have, let's say I have about $5 million in contracts over a 12-month period, that's made up of a number of clients, let's say 7 clients, right? What is the process in terms of you looking at one contract with a particular, you look at the contract amount, you look at the particular client that I have the contracts with. I'm talking about factoring, but how would I determine out of that $5 million worth of contracts over the next 12 months, how much of that would I be able to access through you guys?
With the factoring, we normally advance about 70% of the contract amount. Now, he made a good point. What he's talking about is receivables financing, right? So receivables, we may only look at 50% because what we have is execution risk. What if you take our money and then you go Las Vegas, right? So the receivables financing is a bit different. That's more, we look at that more as a loan because you have an execution risk. The factoring, you already delivered the product or you delivered the service. Now you're waiting for your money, right? And in terms, maybe you may be waiting 60 months, you may be waiting 90 days or 60 days, right? So it all depends. And so, but generally we would advance, factoring would advance about 70% from that. And then with that also, we don't ask you for no money up front. So we will, and normally with the discount, we normally buy it anywhere from 94 cents on the dollar. So if your contract is $100, we'll give you 94 cents. And then, but we'll only advance you 70 cents. Okay. Right? $70. We'll advance you $70. And then when the money come back in, we'll take out our discount and our fees, and then you'll get the difference back.
You give us the balance between the 70 and the 94.
70 and 90. And the reason why we advance 70%, if for any reason your client is delayed in paying you, and you incur any additional fees, we'll take it out of that. Yeah. So it's relatively new, but in the States and other markets, it's very popular. It's a product that we're trying to educate more clients about because a lot of clients got money sitting right on their balance sheet, but they can't access it. She had a term sheet. She had done some advance work, I think, because she was waiting for the bank, and the bank took so long. By the end of the week, we had an approval for her. She was able to get the commitment letter the next Tuesday. The instructions went out to the lawyer. She signed the commitment letter. The instructions went out to the lawyer before the end of the week, and then 2 weeks after that, she had her money, $250,000. Right? So that's what we talk about speed,
Yeah.
right? And in her case, she needed blazing speed because she was waiting on the bank for about 4 to 5 months. Now everything, right? So that's why we focus on speed, because we know as a business owner, and I can tell you as a business owner, if I know I can have some money on this date, I know I can pay it back, and I know I can make more money out of that. Okay. Just factoring. So the invoice is created, you submit it to us as the factor, Simplified Lending. You receive your cash, and then we wait for payment, and we will follow up with your client for the payment. So that's factoring in its basic form. Some of the definitions, I think, is it? Yeah. These are some of the parties to a factoring contract. The client, seller, or signer, that would be you. The factor, or purchaser, or assignee, that would be Simplified Lending. Okay. And I see that's two of our collectors just walking, and if they will be chasing, the customer for some money. Okay, and this is the obligor, or the account debtor, or your customer, and that's the party that owe you money that you sold the receivables to.
So what kind of notification does the customer have to have? Like, what is their involvement if I'm assigning their, I guess essentially their debt or their to you guys for factoring? Like, do they have to be involved? Do they have to be advised? Like, what is that process? And especially with international entities that may not operate in the Bahamas. Like,
so it's a good question. So the customer or the obligor has to acknowledge that assignment. So they would have to stamp and sign to say that, yes, we agree to send the money to the factor or Simplified Lending. In terms of international, we haven't done anything on the international stage yet. What we have found that a lot of clients or customers internationally, they tend to operate within their space, under their laws, their jurisdiction, and they don't really extend that beyond into like the Bahamas right now. But that's something we're looking at in terms of where we do introduce letters of credit and guarantees, right? So that's a different product, but we're not there yet. But that's something we're working on to allow for more international trade. We've taken a cautious approach to the government receivables. Everyone is reading newspapers, so we've taken a cautious approach. We've done one before, but what we've done, we've got a bit innovative, because sometimes the Bahamas government is like, they can pay you, but you don't know when. We have to structure it whereby we lower the discount rate. Let's say we bought it for 98 cents on the dollar, because he may get paid next month, or he may get, and then what we would have had to do is that every month we would add another, let's say 2%. Every month you don't remit the funds to us, right? And that was better for them, because again, they wasn't sure when they can get it. So they would have saved if they got it early, and then it would be a bit more. But I still think we put a cap on how long it can go before we either request payment, or in some cases what we do, everybody holding the government paper. But I don't know, we'll see.
And what's been your experience with just a regular business community in terms of that accepting?
One of the reasons why we're here, we realized that the business community still needs some education. Some clients who would have approached us, it was like, Bill, I want the money, but I don't want you to tell my customer that I'm doing this, because they can think I broke. I got no money. Right? But it's just a financial instrument. Like factoring is it's a $1 trillion industry in the States, right? And it's just a business instrument to allow companies to turn over the inventory, capture more business quickly. But we realize that some companies, it's been a challenge for some companies because they don't even have the systems in place to allow for the, right? Because they're in their system, I owe XYZ company, and that's only they can get the money, right? So we realize it's an education process that has to happen. But we've done several private sector companies, but it's a work in progress.
A whole new world. Breaking new grounds. Is it encouraging for you as you stand there now based on what you see?
Definitely, because again, every time we talk to a lot of clients like, guys, where have you been all these years?
Right. Okay.
Right? So that is encouraging. And so, and again, our job, if we do it right, we're gonna help encourage other financial institutions to get into the factoring space because the opportunity is huge. But it's encouraging. Okay. And it's a learning progress for us too, right? We've done a lot of research before we roll it out, but still we tweak it, we adjust it, we get client feedback, we make tweaks to it as we go.
What would be what would you value with?
On the factoring is really the KYC stuff. And then once we get comfortable with the obligor, their customer, that's pretty much it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Factoring is designed to be quick, decisive. All right, that's how it's designed. So this is just a comparison between receivable financing and straightforward, and it's not a debt. And that's the good thing about it. It doesn't show up as a debt, right? Okay, so that's why we say how we complement the banks and traditional lending. We complement them in a lot of different ways. And same thing, we've had the bank send us clients because the clients need quick decision, they need funding, and then the bank say, we working on credit, and then it may include, and most likely include, don't hold on to equity too tight, right? If you hold on to all of the equity in your business ain't gonna last, right? There's gonna be an exit. You get sick, you die, whatever. What happened to the business, right? If you're gonna grow your business, right? Everyone know this guy named Bezos. He controls Amazon. He's the largest shareholder, and he owns about what? Anyone can tell me what Bezos owns?
12%.
How much?
Like 12%.
But I'm pretty sure it's under 10%. It's under 10%, right? Under 10% he owns, and he's the largest shareholder. But the value of that 10%, see, that's the value of the shares, right? And that's a topic for another day. But the value of the shares, and that's the one thing that a lot of entrepreneurs don't focus on. You make money three ways in business. If you do your business right, you grow your business, you scale your business. You are listed on the stock market or you even listed in the private market, right? The value of their shares, that's where you earn the majority of your money from. When you sell your shares, you may sell your shares for 25% of your shares, right? And you take half of that and you put it in the business, and another half you take home. But like the Bahamas, where the stock market is not active, or in the absence of a junior stock market. And the question in the back.
Now, you mentioned about giving up equity in company and valuation and scale, but scaling the bounds is finite.
Say that again?
Scaling is finite because you're there 400,000 people. All right?
Scaling
is finite. All right? So your point is relevant if you go across the region. But here in the Bahamas, in any sector, there are only going to be two major things. That's just the reality.
That's all.
You start investing ownership in your business, someone takes your business over because there's only so much revenue you can generate from the name and market. I know we love to say, tap into the touristic market. Yeah, now if I tap into that, I have to come in for the factory because the land is always getting invoiced in 90 days.
Yeah.
Right? So sometimes I think because of our exposure to the States, we keep up with scaling. Unless that business model is designed to go regional or global, you still have to be very mindful of the finite revenue and profits you're going to get out of that business.
That's a good point. That's a really great point. And again, that's where your innovation, right? Now, it's only 400,000 business, but you can be creative in your business. And we're going to talk about that with AI, right? How you scale our business and where you unlock new value, right, in your business, right? So that's, again, we'll talk about that. And we were trying to be innovative to say, okay, listen, we're trying to keep our costs down. And then we started researching humanoid robots. We brought EV to market, right? Bringing EV to market, we got exposure to robotics, right? Now we have simplified tech, what actually is sell robots, right? Another, we expanding our lending business, and we rented a property to do our lending business, and then it was a big car lot, and it was like, okay, well, we don't want to do cars, right? We're lenders, right? But clients kept coming in and was like, hey, you guys doing any cars? Because it was a car lot first. Then we got into the car business, get auto simplified, right? Then with the car business, we're like, okay, got the lot, we got these cars coming in. Some cars we put a lot of focus on customer service. If a customer come in the used car business, you would have clients, the cars don't work. So if the car don't work, there'll be a customer service promise. If it don't work, we'll refund you it. And so when we take the car back, it's okay, what we can do with these cars, okay? We'll fix it. And guess what? Okay, we can start renting. Then we started Rental Simplify. Right? You know what I mean? So when you look at growing your business, it don't have to just be 400,000 selling one product or two products, right? I always tell people, follow your customers. Okay? Follow your customers, understand your data, right? And you'll see how things can unfold, right?
And I'm going to let you get to AI, but 2008, 2009, the subprime crisis mistakes happened because you had major lending, but the clientele who you expected to pay the bills no longer employed.
Right.
So as you walk into AI, something we as business owners should also factor in, who is now the consumer? Because robots don't make purchases. Right?
Yeah, so that's a good point. And that's something, to be honest with you, lending, we know that some of the companies and we're lending today, some of the employees we're lending today, AI will displace them, right? But we can be it's like COVID, we can be in it together, right? But our early research with working with AI, right? Our early research with working with AI, it shows that it's going to be more jobs, and it's going to be more jobs sooner than what you think, right? So all those businesses, what I told you about, like most of those businesses, I think, except for the insurance business, which was before COVID and before AI, for sure. Most of them happened during AI. But if it wasn't for AI, we wouldn't have opened none of those businesses, to be honest with you, because we didn't know nothing about it. And so we use AI, we leverage AI to help us grow those businesses, scale those businesses. But if it wasn't AI, it wouldn't happen. We would stay in our corner just doing lending. But I'll come to that in a minute. Go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to find that a lot of us use that, okay, well, it's only 400,000 here in the Bahamas, right? And honestly, I think if you're getting into business, one, you should think regionally at least, right? But then two, to your point, if we structure our business, and this is something that we're doing with our business, vertical integration. So instead of trying to go wide, you go high. Like you're saying, how many touch points from the same client can you get, right? Or how many, if you think about how many different complementary businesses that you touch, right? And also the power of collaboration. So when I think about scaling, I don't necessarily think about going wide. I think about vertical integration. All right, so I have this company complements this company, and you kind of tie it up very similar. Okay, you have your lender, people need to borrow money to buy cars, so you get cars. If the cars don't work, you replace them, and then so in my mind, that's more of vertical integration because it's like literally each business is feeding and complementing the next one. But it isn't like you have the lending and then you have a nightclub or a bar that's totally unrelated. Like all of them are, unless you do have a bar.
No, we don't.
Simplified cocktails.
I promise you, we're not
Club
going to.
Simplified.
You all can come to Simplified Bar. Do not take the money. But if you all need the money, Shantiria, she's the manager of corporate credit. She works along with Ian on the factoring deals, the asset-based loan, etc. But remember what I told you. What I told you.
Don't take the money.
Don't take the money. Right? So Angela, Samantha, yes, Veronica, you got a lot of AI staff.
All the gals.
Huh?
All the gals.
Yeah, Jetson actually. And again, so these AI agents support different business lines. We consider them digital employees. They're actually on our org chart. They have job description. They have human supervisors. Supervisors have different roles that they have to do. They have performance reviews, quarterly performance reviews as well. See how they work and how much mistakes they made. And these are digital employees. Again, so when you look at all these stuff, because with all these simplified companies, right, we have 31 staff, right? Human staff, you have to not constantly, but you have to work with AI, right? And again, the sexy stuff you see online and all that stuff is sexy, but you go to the boring stuff. Look at the boring part of your business, the repetitive stuff. You have to do some training with your AI agents, but they're getting better. They're getting better and better every day. They do make mistakes here and there.
Yeah, and another question, but I'm hoping to hear more from y'all. I work at BTVI now as a graphic designer, and now I'm thinking about how could I replace me at my job, to maybe allocate more time to working on a business.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping, I'll be pushing this position, maybe how y'all implement something, et cetera. That level.
If you want to replace you, we can replace that job tomorrow. Just talk to these two ladies here.
No, you can't, no. You can enhance your capabilities. Technology is meant to enhance capability at all times.
Yeah.
So just like before, back in the day, the 60s, 50s, they had a secretary, every president had a secretary. When Microsoft Word came on board, then the president started to type his own documents and so forth and so on. So it's always increasing the capability of one individual. And so that's how you look at technology.
Right? So none of our staff will replace, but a lot of the labor-intensive work that they do. And so what we did was replace their labor-intensive work, and then we give them more meaningful work. Right. So a lot of our staff now, their job is focused in on training their AI agents, building new agents, right? Finding ways to eliminate the manual part of their work, right? So it's going to replace what you do, right? But definitely across the board, AI agents will change the world, like without a doubt. Like, it's going to be like a 3-day work week, right? It's going to be a 3-day work week, but productivity is going to quadruple, right? And we've seen that in our organization. Again, 31 employees running 6 companies, 6 operating companies, right? But again, it's misleading because a lot of AI agents, okay? And even the staff that we're onboarding, every last one of them come in to push a button to trigger the agents. Not coming in to do this or key in this. They're going to be triggering, and that's going to be their job, to trigger AI agents. Employees, you can get a different outcome, right? And I tell you, for me, I want the agents to replace me because I like not working, despite what people think, right? So it's gonna allow us to work less, but get more done, right? And so sometimes, we've been working 5-day work week or 6-day week, and we feel guilty now that, AI agents, even some people in companies, a lot of them using AI now, and they're working less, but they don't want no one know that they're using AI agents because I feel guilty that I putting in 8 hours and coming home tired because I let the AI agents doing some stuff, and I cruising, But that's going to be the new world, right?
Based upon what you see in this space, what is the estimated reduction in payroll that AI is going to have in business?
There's 0 reduction in payroll. If you're smart, right? Now, if you want, you could reduce payroll, right? So we could have cut our payroll in half a long time ago. Easy, right? What we did was we took that capacity and we put that into new businesses, right? So that's how we was able to grow all these businesses without increasing headcount at all, right? And so all of our staff made more money, significant more amount of money, right? But if you're thinking about cutting, right, without growth, right, and that's what we're seeing now. This is the research, like our primary research, right? And so again, we're hiring 10 people. We could have cut 50% of our staff long time, right? But guess what? When you cut 50% of your staff and you don't take AI and become innovative, try to build an ecosystem, someone can disrupt you. So when you think you cut staff, you're supposed to be fortifying yourself now because other people can come and disrupt your business. Okay? You should be looking at, okay, what are the industries I can get in with AI, with my robots? How can I add more value? How can I deliver a different client experience with AI as opposed to cutting staff? That's the common question I get. It's like, how can I, like, man, you should be focusing on making money, not cutting
staff.
Physically in multiple places at once. Okay? So we talk about triggering, right? You could be at our office in JFK. You could have two robots sitting down in the office on Tony Williams Highway, and you could be triggering them. They could be seeing customers. Okay? They could be doing physical work. And again, the robots which you all saw in the last 2 years, what y'all can see this year is night and day. Like night and day, right? And I know a lot of business owners, you're tempted, like, oh God, I can replace all of my staff members with robots. I apologize in advance. I have to leave right after the session to catch another meeting, but my co-workers here, they'll be here to mix and mingle with you guys. AI experts, the money. Don't go for the money, right? Because again, in the past, you would have borrowed money because now I got to do a bunch of marketing, I got to do all of this, I got to hire more staff and all that stuff. Pause. Put yourself under some pressure. Look at AI agents, look at robotics, and see how you can deliver that value without spending that money, without having to borrow at 12% interest rate, right?
Oh, hey. All right, let me get to so y'all building lots of agents. So y'all started outsourcing, working with other companies and stuff yet, or
in terms
like
of what?
with the agents? I just had my team do an exercise on how they could incorporate AI into their daily.
Yeah, I think it's imperative.
Do you all do any kind of like training for companies? Y'all come in and talk AI. Because I got turned on to, like in my mastermind, everybody's talking about Claude.
Yeah.
And so what are your thoughts on Claude?
And it's just one of the options that's available. Yeah. But we prefer ChatGPT. ChatGPT is obviously the main one that was introduced and this is a popular one. Claude is great. There's no doubt about it. Gemini is good as well. You have so many other options available.
Getting this deep in Claude, and somebody I'm going to be trying out Magnus, because they say, depending on what it is that you're doing, I'm in store, but I actually want to build an agent, like a sales agent. Like that's the thing that I'm working on.
Are you paying for the services yet?
Yeah, so I'm doing
for your company or just still personal?
That's still personal because my thing is that I have me and my assistant on it. So my assistant is on the pay.
Yeah, most of what we talked about tonight requires the professional services.
Yeah. So I'm on Pro for chat, and I just upgraded to like the Max for Claude. So I've been using like Claude Chrome, and I started playing around with Claude Code, but that's what I'm going to use kind of build out the. I don't know. They said I should be able to use it to build an agent. So that's what I'm going to try and do.
Yeah, it's very, you can even allow the chat bot to teach you
to
use them.
But I mean,
you can also just start following influencers online, YouTube and so on. Those that walk you through like elementary steps of how to do these things.
But I mean, I've already started using it because that's why I like Claude, because it has chat, but it also has co-work. that operates on the desktop. Well, you know all this stuff. But like I've been using the Chrome to like do everything from sort my email in Outlook to like downloading files, just like doing deep research and stuff like that. So it's been, I hooked it up to my Google. Like it's been kind of scary how.
When you really understand, I think you said it actually earlier, that it's not actually intelligent.
Yeah.
Research on
Yeah,
how this technology works. It's like, okay, it's really learning from patterns. It's learning this plethora of data that we spend on so what so what. But the main thing for scaling and upscaling yourself in technology is to keep learning.
Yeah.
So AI agents do more than the traditional helping with the drafting of emails that most of us are with the chatbot usage. AI agents we have AI agents that take interviews.
Yeah.
We have, like you were saying, it's an AI agent that partners with robots that help the embodied AI that help with taking loan applications.
Right.
And then you have we have AI agents that are mechanics.
Yeah.
Over there, right? So they are literally doing the work that human beings can do once you teach it.
Yeah, you gotta.
Once you ensure that.
Yeah, no, I get it. I mean, like like what I try to tell people is that AI isn't going to replace people. People are going to be replaced by people using AI, and that's a big difference. People think like AI can walk into the job.
Yeah,
and just
most people are afraid.
Yeah.
People are naturally fearful. They don't want to take risks and so on and so forth. So they are not too sure about that.
I was telling Robert, like, this kind of stuff, like, we really need to be producing mass content.
Like for your business, you can use it to your advantage, even though some may see it as a threat to your line of work. Same thing for those in marketing, those in PR.
No, but I mean, I look at it, so I look at it as, okay, well, this is an opportunity for me to amplify and increase productivity.
Right, I'm saying, so that's awesome that you think that way, have that perspective. A lot of people, again, will allow that fear factor to stop them or saying, oh my gosh, we stop this. Like, I'm concerned when I hear the government say, the government or certain institutions, whether it be the universities or even the schools, we get a clampdown on it. So you have to stop this. You have to find innovative ways to ensure that your students can still learn whilst not allowing the technology to do all the work for them. You have to incentivize them, motivate them to be able to still carry out and produce the work so that they learn. But you can't try and put a stop to it. And there are many institutions that are doing that. Oh, no, we're going to have a absolute no tolerance. And whilst, again, you want them to get the learning for themselves, you have to come up with the time. You have to be
but I mean, I don't even think you need to learn, like, honestly, just some stuff that don't make no sense, right? And so my thing is focus on the things that AI can do, focus on critical thinking, creative writing, that's my thing, like the arts and stuff, like focus on being good people. Like I don't, anyway, I have a lovely relationship with that based on my daughter. I get it. What you say, mate?
Right here, man. You doing your thing?
I'm excellent, man.
I can see you. I see you on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Are you active on LinkedIn, boy?
Yeah, active everywhere, man. Yeah. You saying, mate? Looking good, man. Looking prosperous. Looking.
Trying. Good to see you, man.
Likewise, man. You still running?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, client, we do work with Simplify.
You know, Pantry, man. Robert.
Yeah, Robert's very innovative.
I'm moving this chair. Oh, no problem. I know.
Yeah, so you all doing any AI stuff?
Looking at it. He's starting to look at it. We're starting to look at it. Starting.
It's all very interesting, I'll tell you that. It's good stuff.
So, what are you involved in a number of things, man? Are you doing so many things?
I only doing 2 things, man.
What you doing?
I doing media and real estate. So we do corporate communications. So
Okay.
my media company really involved in the full service corporate communication, strategic content partner. That's our official title. And pretty much we just do content and communications for corporate. And that's literally all we do. And then I have my real estate stuff that I do with luxury real estate. But we developed, a couple of months ago, we developed this communication framework called CAD. And I mean, we launched it, we introduced it to the market a couple of months ago, but it's totally revolutionized how we facilitate score positioning, authority, and trust in demonstrating. But when I tell you like just the sheer rate that we could scale trucks, it's crazy. So we identified insurance as one of the big 3 industries that we're going to be working with. So we have quite a bit of clients in banking and finance. So it's banking and finance, healthcare, and insurance. We need a big insurance company to talk to because we have 2 major players in financial services. Doctors Hospital is a client. So we have, essentially the biggest player in private healthcare. And we've been talking to the ICB to try and get on the regulator side. But definitely, I'd love to have a conversation.
Your wife is quite involved in doing a lot of things with Bahamas First. Y'all don't do those kind of things anymore.
Well, I know she was doing, she did a couple of stuff. And we worked with Melanie on a couple of your stuff too, right? Anyway, I'm Bahamas First.
Right.
But one of the things that the framework allows us to do is to move from project by project and more on a retainer model, but it's really, because it's a system, you have a constant flow of stuff. So instead of coming and say, oh, we got this project, you just have a consistent flow of communications coming out year round. And so how you are, in senior leadership, one of the things is getting leadership more visible. So how you say I'm active on LinkedIn, that was intentional, right? Because one of the things is we actually incorporated it into our own business, and over a 6-week period, morale, revenue, everything, we went up 25-30%.
What's the size of your staff?
I got 10 full-time and then 6.
You're growing, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we write in AIP. This is one of my team members here, that's Alex. But we have our studio. We just last year we acquired the space next door, so we expanded our footprint. But yeah, I got 10 full time every day, and then we have another 6 that we bring on. Kicking my ass those times. I ain't gonna lie, I'm so stretched, right? I appreciate that.
You still live too, man?
Yeah, I still.
You still club work or?
No, man. I built up my own home gym. Man.
Oh, okay.
It was fast. It's more efficient for me to move around because I work such hard hours. But now everything's starting to level out now. But it's good.
That's good. Sounds good.
It's good though. It's
Happy
good.
for you, man.
Thanks. How things on your end? I think you're good. Yeah. Let me know how we can do some stuff. We're doing a lot.